All right, here with Bongani Dlamini, Bonglez, tax attorneys. Thanks for joining us because you got a promotion that you've opened and your first tournament is underway in not too long, 24th of July, I believe. How did this all come together with regards to putting on a tournament?
Thanks for hosting me today. It's coming okay, but with some difficulties that we are facing. But, it's COVID time, and some of the municipalities, they are just giving us tough time, but we managed to secure the place and also to get some of the sponsorship for the tournament to keep on going. And it's a new start for our promotion, and we believe that there's more that is going to come.
Well, before I get into the fight card itself, I see you hosting an exhibition fight, which is part of your campaign to unite against bullying, which I think is a good cause. Talk about it. Charit is a former boxer, and I believe another man belonging to your company.
Yes. Yeah, these guys they challenged me, and they end up like it was started as a joke. But now they are making it so seriously because also now it went out and they keep on talking on their social media about it. So this were just also pushing the side of bullying to say, look, these are the previous boxers, and they are standing with the issue of bullying that it must stop, and also you say choose the sports of your choice, and that is going to help you in future, and you take it as a career also.
And I've noticed that Limpopo is featuring quite prominently, which hasn't happened in the past. A lot of the Limpopo fighters travel to Gauteng. Maybe one or two guys get an opportunity, but this is quite a stacked bill with regards to Limpopo fighters. What was the thought process behind that?
As a new promoter, what I can say is that they say charity begins at home. I came from Limpopo, but I know I'm based in Joburg, and I just take this opportunity to thank God for what He's doing upon our life, and also for this promotion. Because more especially, if you have seen previous in my last 5 to 7 years, I've been supporting the boxers, for all the fights and so on. But and the most they are coming from that side, and the issue of bringing it home is that the bullying that happened. It happened in our province, Limpopo, where I come from. So I just took it and making sure that I unite their houses, not to talk about at school only, but also talk even also in their church, even in their working places, to say stop bullying, and we focus on what we are here for. If at school, we must know that we are here to study, and we choose the right careers for what we want to be in our life, and also we choose the sports of our choice that we want to see ourselves to be a sportsman one day. And also I've seen that most of the people, they were crying to say that the guys from my Limpopo, they haven't seen the fight in a while, and as I'm there and I've been supporting the courage to step on it, to say you can do it. And then I just went all out to try to secure the sponsors, even though I'm not the kind of a person who loves to debate. I know there's promoters that are from the Popo, and they know themselves that they are not registered or not the licensee of BSA fighting up against me that I must not host the tournament at Limpopo. Limpopo is my hometown. Beside that, I'm a treasury of Gauteng boxing promotion. But I have to start from home where I come from. And these two provinces means a lot to me because here I'm doing more business. Even at Limpopo, I'm also doing more business. I've got clients that side that want to see us doing work in hand with them for this sporting activity. And I'm saying this, my brother, that it is not good as a newcomer on this business of boxing as a promoter. You've been stepped by the people, those who are supposed to stand with you to say, look, you can still do it, fighting the department that comes. And but that is that's not a big issue because what I believe is that I'm a businessman. I know what is happening in business. You cannot let a good man down who want to do the good things to the people. So, but nevertheless, the tournament is going ahead. We are ready. Our boxers, they are ready. And that's what I can say.
All right, I've had a quick scan of the fight card again, and you are putting the Limpopo provincial title on the line, but primarily it seems more of a development tournament, basically a taster for the province to get eyes on boxing again. No sort of the traditional bigger names. Was that the thought process, sort of a development card?
It's more of the development, and more especially when you are setting a mark to the promotion side of this industry. I believe that I'm working according to my budget that I have also because look, bringing the bigger names to me, it will not help me. It's going to drain me financially because we don't have that much sponsors to come in. But on my side, it was just more of doing the development at first, and then we'll come back in September, we'll come back in December, and we're gonna go big. And there is more that is coming behind the scene on the promotion, working with Emmanuel Mtawatsindi, working with Ben Mlungisi Mateula, working with Advocate Musheminyaye, and also working with Comfort Masaka. There is more of a big tournament that is coming, and with these guys, the team that I have, we're gonna do more of development also until to the international titles that we are looking for. And I'm saying this, I'm a man of my ways. What I'm believing to do, I do it, and it will happen because one of the tournament that I've said for September and December, Walter Dlamini was not active now. My brother is going to finish his career at any time, but he never got an opportunity also to fight from his hometown. They just see him on TV reading about him, but he never got an opportunity to go and fight there. So before he finished, also a good also farewell to him, and that will be great for him, as for that will I'll be been done and achieved this year.
So do you think that would be, obviously you want to give Walter fights at home, but do you think that would be maybe the end of his career, perhaps this year, his last fight?
Yeah, it can be maybe one or two of his last fights because, as I've said, I'm based here in Joburg. Some of the tournament we're gonna do here in Johannesburg, but those two tournaments we're gonna do it at Limpopo. So some of the things, but I was pushing him to do only one fight, but he's trying to do two fights. So no age is it's something else to him now.
For sure. Another one of the guys, that's what I wanted to mention when I was talking about the big names, was Tiko Mulavetsi, who's been on social media lately. He's putting his name in the mix again. He's been away for a very long time. He was calling out the likes of Tulani and Mbenge. He wanted to get back in the mix. Do you have plans with him? Because it would seem natural that you guys would be working together.
We want to bring Tsiko back, but he must also fight some of his colleagues before he go back to challenge tools. I believe that will happen, and that is up to on the side of tools if they want to take the fight. I know that it's one of the fights that we're gonna make it happen, and as long as we're still having Tsiko on our side, and he's doing what we're telling him to do, is what's going to make it the fight to happen. If Tsiko doesn't do what we're asking him to do, it will not happen. Because in our promotion, we also speak discipline. We also speak that we're a promotion that is also going to make a mark in the market to say we are here and we are going to stay and we're going big.
All right, that's fair enough. Obviously, you got to build careers. I suppose that's what you're into. It's especially onto my next question, which is not just as Bonglez promotes, but you guys also sponsor boxers. A lot of boxers actually have been helped out by you. What's your thought process in basically how do you pick your boxers that you promote? I mean, that you sponsor. Sorry.
This. Honestly speaking, what I can say is that I was not more of promoting. I was not more of supporting the boxers. And the things that happen, let me say this, I'm a giver by the nature, I love to give in a way. But the thing is that I've seen the struggle of the boxers, that's number one. I've seen it from home, from my brother, how he was struggling to get the sponsors, and also what he's facing when he's preparing the fights. So those things also hit me hard to say that, you know what, these things, it's not my brother who's suffering like this, but what about the other boxers, those who are outside there, And I've seen that in the market of this, we neglect these sports that was one of the second best in South Africa because of lack of sponsorship. And I believe if there's some sponsors out there, they can come up and support these boxers. It means a lot to them. And to me, it's something that, I can repeat this to say it hit me very hard, And the other thing that is more behind it, beside the brand of our accounting firm, that is also supporting it. It's just that, number one, I want to see them being successful, and also not successful they must be successful in boxing. They must also be successful in their career after boxing, because most of the boxers that we are sponsoring them, we want to see them after when they finish their boxing career. What is the thing that they need to do for a living? Because if they don't have anything, it's going to be a problem, So the behind it that push me in somewhat of this is just that I'm just a giver. I love to stand with people, to support wherever I can. It's not about also pushing the brand. The brand is there. The brand will not go anywhere. The brand was there before boxing. And this is something that I love personally to assist and stand with what I've seen from home when my brother was suffering.
I want to make an example real quickly, because you started sponsoring the likes of Talent Beloy, who's looking like he's on a good career trajectory. He's undefeated. That feeling of nurturing a young boxer that obviously needs the financial assistance to be able to build his career in the initial phases. How much satisfaction does that give you?
You know, when we talk about that boy, is something else, my brother, that I can say. Number one, beside his his career in boxing, I want that boy to go back to school. You know, I know the situation that you have told me, but I want him to go to school and try to. He knows what I told him, what he needs to do, so that we can take him back to school while he's also pushing his side of boxing. So it's some of the things that the side of our mother hood of our business is going to do to some of the boxers to support them and also to take them back to their school. And we see the way forward of them, because as I've said previously, that I don't want to see him being a boxer and be an ordinary boxer that have a name, but after his career is over, there's nothing that is showing, there's nothing that is happening to him. I want to see him to be doing something in life.
Sure. Yeah, that's what we want to see. And obviously, if we believe in him, then hopefully he'll follow through with all those recommendations that you made towards him. I want to quickly skip over to a sad topic. Recently, I suppose it's big news. Ladova passed away, and I know that you guys did put a rest in peace to him. Do you have any words pertaining to that?
To our champ, Mr. Ladova, folks, our coach, our mentor, as a father. May his soul rest in peace. His death has touched me very hard. I think those who are in social media at night, they've seen that at midnight, I just wake up writing something about him. And he is one that, you know, when you grow up in 90s, where he started his career, when you are watching him on the black and white TV, watching some of his fights, you know, I've seen what he was doing. I did love to work with that man. Unfortunately, my career in boxing, it was cut very short during the amateur time. So it's something that I didn't go that much to go in that level. But may his soul rest in peace. I call him also the body puncher. I did love his style of punching the body. And to the families, we are standing with you. And it's our Hall of Fame. And his legacy will continue. We'll remember the hard works that he did to the boxing in South Africa and also even to the world.
Oh, thanks for that message. That's a very good one. I want to leave it last question. What's your message for the South African boxing community? And if you want to just say anything lastly about your tournament before it happens on the 24th of July.
The things that I'll say to the boxing family, let us stand together. We support our boxers. It's very, very important. And that will help us to move forward with this sport. And this sport will come back to be #1 in South Africa. I know it was #2, but this is very, very important to all of us that are promoting, that are supporting. And to the managers, let us also try to get the sponsorship to our boxers, and that will help them to go forward. The tournament on the 24th is happening, and we're looking forward. And we're gonna be also doing a 5 days campaign to some of the schools, encouraging them about their careers. And we are so happy about that, those who have accepted us. And also to the Indoners and the chief that allow us to speak to the communities about stop bullying, that we are spreading this news. We thank you very much and we really appreciate. And to the brand Bonglez accountants and tax consultant, we really salute this because it's behind it. It's the one that is putting money towards it to support it. And we thank the clients that are coming on board to support us, and we really appreciate. And that's all that I can say. To the team that is behind me, they know that I thank them each and every day. And thanks to Boxing Talk for this opportunity. And thanks for BSA for what you have done to me, and standing for me while the guys at the Lipopo fighting for this tournament. Not thanks to our acting CEO for what she did on our behind the scene after some of the some of those who interrupted the tournament, that it must not happen. She stepped in, and we're really grateful for that.